The reason Rema is in the hospital this time isn't stress, stage lights, or studio drama. Rather, it's bruises, blood, and a fierce beating that shut down the entire party. According to sources, Clarissa Shields attacked Remy so viciously that it sounded like thunder and stilettos. The walls shook. The DJ cut the music, drinks spilled, and he just stood there motionless as if he couldn't remember which woman he had come with. How did it go from champagne to chaos and cupcakes to combat? Was Remy merely attempting to regain her man in front of everyone? Or was her ego gone nuclear when she realized the spotlight had shifted to the true champion in the room? Because when Clarissa allegedly dropped the gloves and threw hands, it wasn't for sport but for dominance. There were no rules, no ring, just rage and revenge, and reportedly a right hook so clean that it sent Remy flying through the shrimp platter. The worst part is that someone leaked the footage, and it's worse than Love and Hip Hop reunion nights. We've snatched acrylics, broken security, and thrown aside like extras. And Remy's face is on the floor, looking as though she was just ejected from a bit cipher and ended up in the emergency room. This isn't a gossip story. It's a battle of words. It all began with what was supposed to be a laid-back night, a private party hosted by none other than Mr. Royalty himself, Papoose. The theme was New Beginnings, and the irony was that by the end of the night, someone was starting a new relationship with a hospital gurney. Before we get into the broken nails, swollen jaws, and allegedly fractured ribs, let's talk about the chaotic love triangle that set the stage for this whole catastrophe. Remy Ma, the Bronx battle rap queen and recent attention getter, has been in a downward spiral ever since Papoose became too cozy with Olympic gold medalist and two-time world champion boxer Clarissa Shields. If you thought the tension between these two women was mild, consider this. According to several sources, some invited others who showed up with ring lights. And Remy entered the party wearing all red, not just any red. We're talking about "I'm going to burn this place down" crimson. Her smile disappeared the moment she saw Clarissa wrapped around Papoose like a satin sash. Faster than DJ Envy's credibility, but this is where things get messy. It seems that Remy had been pleading with Papoose to cut off Clarissa behind the scenes. There were screenshots, voice notes, and even rumors of a burner phone that Remy used to track down Papoose, because she claimed he was spending training time with her at odd hours. If you recall, this isn't the first time that Remy's jealousy caused public chaos. Last month, she allegedly threw a glass of Moscato at Clarissa at an industry brunch, yelling, "She can box, but she can't bake." The entire place smelled like peaches and pettiness. So this party wasn't a celebration. Rather, it was a countdown to combustion. Insiders claim that Clarissa didn't arrive at the party without anything, including her title belts and a glittering necklace that read Mr. Shield Pose in diamonds. That wasn't a direct punch to Ree's stomach. We don't know what it is, according to one anonymous guest, whom we'll call Bot Girl Brenda. Things began to fall apart immediately after the second round of Moat, with Remy staring at Clarissa as if she were the last boss. According to what Brenda told us in Mortal Kombat, she got up, walked over to the DJ, whispered something, and then abruptly leaned back and began playing loud music. Oh. Remy, pity level certified. Clarissa, who was drinking her drink with her pinky out, turned around, grinned, and allegedly muttered, "She's still living off that one song. Baby, it was on." Remy stormed across the floor, finger pointed, wick-tight voice raised, and the cameras were out in a matter of seconds. Clarissa calmly put down her drink and said, "Your ex-husband, let's not confuse paperwork with possession." Then, like the opening bell, cupcake made of red velvet and perfectly frosted sailed through the air and splattered across Clarissa's left cheek. From there, it was chaos. Remy lunged, and Clarissa ducked security, froze, and someone shouted, "World has star." Another anonymous source claims that Clarissa tripped over a chair. Clarissa, who may have been the DJ himself, moved like a panther and jabbed like a demon on espresso. Remy came in swinging and apparently landed a slap so loud it silenced the room, but baby Clarissa responded with the left hook that sent Remy flying into the buffet table, knocking over crab legs, shrimp cocktails, and one very unlucky birthday cake shaped like a boxing ring. By the time someone yelled, "Call 911," Remy was on the floor, dazed, with frosting in her braids and anger in her eyes. Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes, and partygoers say they had to physically pry me off the carpet while she kept mumbling, "I'm fine, I'm good, I just slipped." Girl, you slipped into a coma of regret. That's what you did. She was put on a stretcher and her wrist was reportedly swollen, with her lashes hanging on for dear life. Meanwhile, Clarissa had no scratches on her body, and she even posed for a selfie with two EMTs, one of whom reportedly asked her to sign a boxing glove. Let that sink in. Wasn't just a fight, but a PR disaster. A viral eruption, and perhaps the most insane celebrity beatdown since Solange in that elevator. And guess who arrived after the ambulance left? That's right, Papoose. He asked where Remy went, chewing a chicken wing in a velvet blazer as if nothing had happened. Someone pointed to the frosting trail on the floor and said, "Follow the mess." Oh, it gets worse because that was only the beginning. So let's continue where we left off. Within 17 minutes, hashtag Claressa clapped was trending #1 on X, formerly Twitter, when a user tweeted, "Lean back. Lie down," Clarissa said. The message read, "This is what happens when you square up with an Olympian." Another person shared a meme with Ree's face pasted onto a WVOD foldable chair. A few hours after the fight, a 20-second hospital hallway video leaked. We don't know who took it, but based on the shaky camera angle and someone whispering, "Girl, zoom in on her," we know it was real. Showed rib-wheeled in, face-covered arm in a sling, and what appeared to be a rolled ankle from landing in the crab legs tray. While the memes were going viral, something much darker was simmering in the background. She allegedly screamed, "You all better not let that chick near me again. I swear I'm pressing charges and throwing hands with her entire camp," according to the leaked audio transcript. However, Clarissa was displaying unflappable energy on Instagram while Remy was causing trauma in the emergency room. She shared a picture of her flawlessly manicured fist with the caption, "Didn't even break a nail." Hashtag training never stops. The pettiness was off the charts, and celebrities were going crazy in the comments section. Tiana Taylor, "Hold your gloves real quick, Snoop Dogg, you all." While the public was laughing, Ree's camp was incensed, according to an anonymous source. Close to her stylist, Remy is considering legal options after feeling betrayed by Papoose and is attempting to have Clarissa banned from any events that Remy attends. She is allegedly demanding an official apology, medical reimbursement, and an immediate restraining order because apparently even seeing a boxing glove triggers her now. Let's take a moment to look back, because some of the most scandalous developments occurred after the according to a fake internal injury complaint that went viral on the Shaw Parade. Hospital footage was released. According to some reports, Remy requested a private room. But when the nurse informed him that they were all full, she allegedly growled, "I'm not sharing a room with anybody unless it's my man, and he doesn't even want to share a house with me right now." He also suffered a minor shoulder dislocation, 2 bruised ribs, 1 chipped acrylic, end quote. A deeply bruised ego because of the trauma from the seafood buffet. Let's talk about Papoose, who has been quieter than DJ. When someone mentioned real estate, he allegedly went back to the party instead of racing to his wife's side at the hospital. Deuce, and began freestyling. Yes, freestyling was captured on camera by an attendee, and Clarissa had to check her/her. "I told them to chill, but when the cake hit the stretcher, the crowd cheered." Who freestyles after their wife gets sent to urgent care? The following morning, Clarissa went live on Instagram, looking stunning in a silk robe. And she sipped coffee while saying, "When you train to be a champion, you don't start fights." "But you damn sure I didn't even want to go there with her," she added. But when someone throws food in your face and calls you a side chick in front of 150 people? Yeah, I had to remind her what the hands do. Meanwhile, Ree's camp attempted to contain the damage. And her publicist issued a terse statement saying that Remy is recuperating in a private setting and appreciates the support she has received. She has no comment at this time, but that didn't stop the rumors that some insiders are circulating that Remy might try to press charges for. They fought next to it, and someone knocked it into a speaker. We're devastated, but you know who wasn't? Claressa's PR team started fabricating a story right away, contacting fight promoters and implying that Claressa might be down, but Ree's team responded with a one-word lawsuit. Oh, yes, it's getting legal now because even though Remy may have swung first, they said that she was emotionally provoked and that the venue staff should have known better than to invite both women to the same event. According to one anonymous insider, Papoose planned the entire thing to increase the buzz around his next project. It seems he had been shopping around that featured him, Clarissa, and Remy in a love triangle storyline titled In the Ring of Love, Pabs, Punchlines, and Heartlines. If this is true, it would mean that this whole disaster wasn't just an accident. It was a calculated move. However, if that's the case, someone neglected to inform Remy because that swing was not acting. That was a decade-long frustration, betrayal, and bronze rage wrapped in a 5-inch stiletto, and the public was split like never before. When it came to Team Cucuzzi, there were largely memes of him looking perplexed while clutching that lone cupcake and muttering, "I just wanted to drop a mixtape." Remy called her the only true one in this team, Clarissa, claiming she didn't swing first and kept it classy until it was time to leave. If you thought the fight was over, you're mistaken. That was only the first round. What happened after the party would send shockwaves through the industry, spark legal chaos, and even get Ree's probation officer trending on Google. And with this much smoke, you already know there's fire coming. Detroit police arrive at the lounge 45 minutes late and 5 punches short. By that time, Remy had stormed out through the kitchen exit, allegedly knocking over a tray of shrimp skewers. And Clarissa was cooling off in the VIP hooker room as if she hadn't just gone 12 rounds with the rap legend. The internet is unforgiving, and multiple news outlets picked up the story with headlines like "Gloves Off," "A versus Claressa Shields ends in blood cake and broken dreams vibe." Papoose's love triangle blows up in Detroit and security blames the poor lighting complex. Remind? Maybe breaking probation after the lounge fight. In the meantime, Clarissa's team filed a formal complaint alleging assault with intent to harm, citing witness reports, video footage, and a broken acrylic nail that scratched her eyelid. Legal experts say this could actually land Remy in hot water again, remembering that she was once in prison for almost 7 years over a shooting incident in 2007. Remy's lawyers were on full damage control the following morning. A source close to her camp told Page 6 that she was deeply embarrassed by the altercation and regrets letting emotions get the better of her. However, another insider contradicted that, saying that she should have swung harder. she has been attempting to reposition herself as a responsible adult and black excellence mogul, throwing hands at a lounge over a man who fumbles freestyles. However, the story doesn't get any better because the next Monday, Papoose went live on Instagram, looking like he hadn't slept for 72 hours with a hoodie in the background and dark, glossy eyes. What he said was, "Oh, the most Papoose thing ever. I never wanted this. I wanted peace, I wanted music, and I wanted my ladies to coexist. Sir, you wanted a cipher, not a cage match. Let's be serious. I'm not flawless, but I'm genuine in the middle." The UDACIT that last stream reached 1 million viewers in less than 10 minutes, not because people were feeling sorry for him, but because the comment section devolved into the Hunger Games. Bro, you can't handle one mixtape, and you tried to manage 2 queens. Blink twice if you're afraid of both of them. He was holding that cupcake as if it were his last remaining masculinity. Even Fat Joe joined in the chaos, urging for cultural harmony during a live session with DJ Envy. But he unintentionally revealed that when Remy learned about that clip, she allegedly shared a story of her old mugshot with the caption, "She, hands, I got history. Let's see who the judge listens to." Papoose may have been living with Claressa for the past 3 months, which only confirmed what fans already suspected. Pap was playing both sides. While Clarissa remained silent, her manager made a very calculating statement. Ms. Shields is focused on her training, career, and legacy. She does not engage in violence unless it is sanctioned by a boxing commission. Self-defense is her forte. You could feel the tension pulsing through the Wi-Fi. As for endorsement deals, Ray's partnership with a luxury wig brand halted Claressa's upcoming campaign with a major sportswear company, and Papoose's reality show pitch is allegedly on hold. Professionally clean, but with enough shade to block out the sun. Speaking of commissions, the Michigan State Athletic Board released a statement stating that it is looking into potential unlicensed combative behavior following the now viral lounge brawl. Basically, if you fight and you're a pro boxer, it can legally be considered using a weapon. Insiders claim that VH1 claims it is too toxic for their brand. This is the network that introduced us to Miami's hip-hop and love scene. Then, be ready for a sneak peek at security camera footage from the lounge, which shows a woman screaming, "I don't care if she got belts, I got bars." Glass breaking and what sounds like a man whispering, "Don't hit her face. It's still healing," are heard after that. Some claim that Papoose can be heard softly humming alphabetical slaughter in the background, while internet detectives examine the audio as if it were a leaked Taylor Swift album. Nervous energy, or nobody knows for sure. But here's the wildest part. Remy was supposed to be on The Breakfast Club that same week, but Charlemagne reportedly canceled the taping after security noticed a potential retaliation plan involving boxing gloves that were delivered to the studio beforehand. No one has confirmed this yet, but sources claim the gloves were bedazzled and embroidered with the word "wifey." Coincidence? You decide. This whole situation isn't just about Remy and Clarissa. It's about ego, the legacy of love triangles, and the fact that 2 strong women are forced into a pitiful plot for entertainment purposes. Public opinion is now changing. Some fans believe that Remy may have snapped because no one respected her status, while others contend that Clarissa didn't provoke anything, she just existed. However, one thing is certain. The internet has taken sides, and this feud has become a movement. The hashtags are wild. Hashtag Team are cut, hashtag Bronx bombarded, hashtag POPLE as pick, and hashtag note over cupcake drama. Fans are now speculating about what will happen next. Will Remy press charges? We don't know if Clarissa will sue Papoose for defamation, but we do know that this fight has changed everything. Alliances are broken, reputations are bruised. And Papoose is reportedly staying with a cousin in Jersey until things settle down. Whoa, did he all survive that? Because if you're still alive after this level of heartbreak, secondhand embarrassment, and viral chaos, You deserve a round of applause and maybe a helmet. We just witnessed an Olympic champion and a bronze rap legend turned a lounge into WrestleMania over a man holding a $3 cupcake. Rhymes loyalty with royalty in every song, let's face it. Papoose may be the calm in the storm, but he is the storm. He managed to fumble two queens, destroy a $5,000 cake, and still act like the victim. Now, let's turn to you, the real investigators, the keyboard warriors, the shady detectives of TikTok and Twitter. What do you think? Was Remy justified? Did she go too far? Did Clarissa play it cool? Or is she the real villain in boxing gloves? Finally, should Papoose be prohibited from hosting events for the remainder of 2025? The drama is always hot and the facts are kind of optional. If you want more exclusive tea, dramatic breakdowns, and scandalous storytelling that will make you clutch your pearls and question your life choices, remember to subscribe and smash that bell harder than Clarissa ducked that clutch. You all always know more than the FBI. See you in the next Expose.